Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the MilSpouse Mastermind Show. I know it is an absolutely crazy time of year right now. It can be overwhelming and stress-inducing, and not to mention all of the feelings and emotions that just seem to rise to the surface this time of year, despite how much we try to tamp them down sometimes. And so as I thought about what message I could share with you this week, this is what I came up with. And it's really just my chance to speak a little bit of life and encouragement to you as we finish off this Christmas season together. So join me for this short and sweet episode, My Christmas Wish for You. Are you tired of putting your own dreams and plans on hold? Do you feel stuck, waiting for some future season to chase your dreams? You, my friend, were made for more than the managing of schedules, keeping up with kiddos, and holding down the home front. Hi, I'm Christine, a military spouse of over 10 years, mom of littles, and coffee connoisseur. I'm here to help you navigate life as a military spouse, get unstuck, and craft a life with purpose. You have something valuable to offer, and when you pursue the things that light your heart on fire, you trade frustration for fulfillment and isolation for a life of impact. It's time to discover who you are meant to be, because together we can change the world. Now, friend, before we dive in, let me just say that the absolute best Christmas gift you could give to me and to our community would be to go leave us a rating and a review on iTunes, to share this show with others. This is such a simple way to share hope and encouragement with other military spouses, to say, hey, there is a way for you to thrive and to find purpose in your life right where you are today. So you can make a huge impact in the lives of others simply by leaving a rating and a review for the show. I would be so grateful and honored if you would take just a few minutes of your time to do just that. So let's talk about this week of Christmas. I was thinking about where we are all at today and what's happening this week, and really just trying to ask myself, what do you need today? How can I be a blessing and encouragement to you? Because I know there is so much going on, and I want to be really respectful of your time. I know it's crazy. My kids are out of school starting today. We still have our squadron kids Christmas party, which I'm helping with. My youngest just had her birthday celebration this weekend, and we had the squadron adults Christmas party. I'm trying to get the last minute stocking stuffers done, presents wrapped, figure out what food is available at our commissary so I can cobble together a Christmas meal for us. And we still have some neighbor gifts to put together. So I don't know what this week is looking like for you, but here's what I do know, that all of us are at a different place mentally and emotionally right now. Some of us are longing to spend time with friends and extended family, and we can't afford plane tickets to fly home. Some of us have a deployed spouse, or they're off at training right now. Some of us are grieving a deep loss of someone in our lives. Some of us are just worn out and overwhelmed. Some of us feel pulled in all directions and stretched way too thin. Some of us have come out of a very difficult season of life over the last couple of years. We know that we're not okay, but we're not sure what to do about it. Some of us are just longing to not feel like we're alone. Some of us are struggling and we don't even know why. We can't put our finger on it because on the surface, we should be okay, but we're still feeling off. This season, everything about this season makes us feel even more lonely and not at peace. We are all in different places, but I think that what is true for all of us, regardless of where we're at, is that we long for this sense of peace, of comfort, and to have joy in our lives. And so when I think about my Christmas wish for you, what I long for you is that you are able to find hope and peace and joy in this season. That you are able to put aside the to-do list and just be present. That you are able to let go of trying to do it all to make things look the right way and just be able to be honest about where you are and to be able to focus on what really matters. And while this is not a Christian podcast per se, my deepest Christmas wish for you is that you know that there is a God who loves you, who breathed life into you, and who wants to speak life to your soul, who has a plan and a purpose for you, and who longs to give you life abundantly. There is a God who wants you to experience the fullness of life and hope and joy, even in the midst of frustration and pain and loneliness and sorrow. There is a God who is not immune to or oblivious to what we are walking through. Because there is a God who loved all of us so much that he sent his son to earth as a baby and gave us the promise of new life. He gave us a king who would bring peace, peace that transcends the weariness of life, peace when life is overwhelming or does not make sense, joy in the midst of sorrow and despair. He brings comfort to the brokenhearted, and he loves all mankind. Luke 2:10 and 11 said, "The angel said to them, 'Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord.'" Think of that for a second. Good news of great joy for all the people. No matter where the people were at, it was good news of great joy for all the people. So, no matter where this podcast episode finds you at today, my wish and my prayer for you is that you experience this great joy for all the people. That you find the moments this Christmas, time to rest, time to reflect. That you find joy and peace and hope, regardless of whether life looks like the life you dreamed, regardless of whether you felt discouraged, frustrated, disappointed, depressed, lonely, regardless of how you've struggled or what you've done. No matter the thoughts that you've had in your head, I want you to know that you are loved and cared for. You have something valuable to offer that the world needs. And I pray that you would experience good tidings of comfort and joy this week. If you have any questions about this, feel free to send me a DM. I would love to chat with you more about this. And if you are just at this place where you are continuing to feel like your to-do list never ends and you're just taking it one day at a time, trying to make it through Christmas, my most practical suggestion for you is just to ask yourself this question: how can I make this more fun? I was working on this very not exciting project the other day, and I realized that I was just doing the project and trying to trudge through it when I could make this more fun. So I turned on my diffuser and I started playing Christmas music, and it turned a very boring project into a really fun afternoon. So, friend, wherever you are today, whatever is going on in your world, May you find the time to make life more fun, to be present, to focus on what matters, and to find comfort and joy this season. This is my Christmas wish for you. May you have a very Merry Christmas, and until next week, may you live filled, fueled, and full of joy. Hey friend, before you go, the MilSpouse Mastermind community is here to help you thrive as a military spouse. Figure out what lights your heart on fire and equip you to create a life of impact. You can have an incredible impact simply by heading over to iTunes to subscribe and leave a review. And if today's episode was meaningful to you, I know it will be for others too. Spread the word by taking a screenshot of this episode and share it to your stories so we can continue to reach more people, change more lives, and shift the way that military spouses look at life. Because we are better together, and together we can change the world. Let's do it.